of making a living, there's also mountain bike. What's going on? How did you start getting into it? Like you were just a BMX kid. What was your first taste of mountain biking?
So the first taste of it was when I could go back to again when I lived with my girlfriend's parents. I would use a bike instead of getting the train. I just had like a hardtail piece of shit, but I would go over the hills from the unit to go to her house because it was fun. And then I'd stay there and I'd cycle that way every morning to the unit. And you're just hitting off like little routes and just riding down trails. But I was so sketchy on it. It was a hardtail. Shouldn't have been up there on it. But yeah, and I was like, this is actually fun as fuck. And then YT, they hooked me up with like my first proper mountain bike, and just to see how it would go, and I really enjoyed it. And it was honestly like a breath of fresh air almost. It's just like BMX, I fucking love it, and I'll never stop it, you know. But it was, I feel like if I do that every single day, I just
Yeah,
fucking I'll get bored of it. And so yeah, I needed that, and it was almost like learning it all over again. It's just like even trying to do like 360s and shit and bar spins, like it's like going back to being a fucking kid again and try to learn all
yeah.
that shit. So for me, it was quality, and now as well, like instead of riding the street and getting chased away by security, you're up in the hills. I've got my dogs with me, and I'm not waiting for traffic till I can hit a spot. I can fucking ride up a tree or hit a jump, and there's no one telling me fucking get down from there or you
Yeah,
can't
you
do.
can't be here. There's a bear that comes, the
Yeah,
security bear. Hey, get off my tree.
yeah, honestly, yeah, security there. But yeah, man. So then yeah, and then from that, I guess I've just been riding quite a lot, and then I've done that mountain bike video. I think it's just came up on 2 years now, the out of season one,
Yep.
and that like my first kind of big one. Uh, well, my biggest one so far actually. But yeah, so and that was cool because Red Bull trusted me on that one as well. It's like I don't know because I hadn't really done anything properly before that. Little bits here and there, but nothing is on a scale like that. And I was like, fuck, like how is this? I called out a bunch of shit in the woods. I remember walking around the woods. I was like, yeah, fucking, I'll jump off that roof. I'll flip from this tree. If you build me a curve wall in the trees, I'll do that and all this stuff. And then when it came to it, I was like, oh shit, like what happens if because at that point I hadn't even like flipped my mountain bike or tail whipped it or anything. So I was like, shit, this is hard. But
Got to learn a bunch of shit.
yeah, but it all worked out. Everything I called out worked out, thank God. So I broke my ribs though, actually, on that first roof drop.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you about that fall.
Yeah, I broke my ribs on that. I
Damn.
didn't yeah, I didn't realize it though. Well, I knew I'd hurt myself, but you're just fucking like adrenaline, you're just like, oh, shit.
Yeah,
So straight
get
back
up and
up
do it. Yeah.
and it again. But it wasn't till the next day I had like one more trick to do, and then that was fucking that was me done. And I fell just jumping the hip and landed on my back, but I fucking couldn't even get up. And usually you can get up, can't you? And I was like, ah, fuck. I was like, just give me 5 minutes and I'll be fine and we'll go again. But they were like, nah, you're fucked. Like, I'm gonna take you to hospital because if you puncture a lung, we were so far away as well. We were in Wales, and it was a tiny village, and it was just yeah, fuck. So yeah, but anyway,
I'm so curious about like the order of operations for a video like this for this out of season shit because it from what I'm hearing is like you did the roof drop kind of last like
yeah,
the so you plan it all out and then make it look like it's one run
yeah, yeah.
but do
Usually,
you just chip away at it, piece by piece?
pretty much like I'll start. I like to start with something cool. So I started it with the floating curve wall ride up in the trees. So I started with that. That was the first thing I'd done.
Hell
But
yeah.
I like to start with that to get something going, and then I'll have set days. I'll set like aside 2 or 3 things what I want to do,
Yeah.
and then try and tick them off. And then and if I know I'm going to get hurt on something, I'll save it till the end. If it's something big and scary, I'm like, ah, fuck. There's no point. At
Yeah.
least
That's
at least
smart.
yeah, at least if I crash, you've got a video out of it, and
Yeah.
so it's not a waste.
What
But
was it
yeah,
like working with damn Isa Bakos was shooting the photos on that project. That's amazing. Bringing the
yeah,
bringing the homies with you.
yeah. He was on my Bloom project as well, and a few others he's been on. So
Fuck yeah, good for him. Um,
uh,
what was like the drone footage in that video is kind of absolutely insane. The like the FPV shit. I was just talking with I don't know if you know Frank and Lufa, but I was talking with them last night about FPV drones and like the craziest shit to me is that they can fly them straight up and then go down and then the one is like on your tire towards the end of this video.
Yeah.
Like, what's it like filming with the FPV drone chasing you?
Pretty crazy, because you can just hear it, and sometimes it gets fucking. It's hit you before, and but it's like, yeah. But the guy Andrew Lawrence, his name is, he is. We call him Drone Lord because he's so fucking good. Like he just, yeah, he's incredible. There's no one else like him, and he's booked out all year round. He does like all the F1 stuff. He does Dark Fest. He does like fucking. He does everything. He does David Attenborough. He shits
Fuck
everything.
yeah, that's
Like,
incredible.
he's quality. He's one of the boys as well. But yeah, there's no one else I'd trust. He can get so close to you with it, and he'll never really hit you. You know, so it's
Like
yeah.
he is on your shit. It is like remarkably close. Like insane.
Must be like fucking that far away from
For
it.
real.
So,
And he's sitting off to the side with goggles on, doing the shit.
yeah. Honestly, just sits in a little chair and just like that.
Yeah, dude.
He just fucking slapped me with a fucking or a bucket of fucking icy water. Imagine that.
Have you ever threw the goggles on and flew one of those?
Tried.
Tried.
It freaks me out. I tried to fly it in the house when we were down there, but I'm so shit at it, and it's like the tiniest movement, and it just goes smash
Yeah.
it and stuff. Yeah,
It's like a really small thing in a camp. Like, did they put a GoPro on it or like a custom? Because at his level, it's got to be custom and super
yeah,
light, and
he builds his own.
that's
Builds
fucking
his
rad,
own.
dude. I like
Yeah.
that. I was saying last night I want to get into that, and yeah, it's a whole nother. We were talking. It's like a whole nother life, you know, like practice all that shit.
Such a niche for it as well. Like there's not over here. Well, there's a lot now, but I think Andy just lockdown was just practicing the whole time, just creating like a little course in his garden and flying through hoops and shit. And then
It's so
yeah.
sick.
Oh no, but it's paid off. He's fucking killing it.
It's amazing. We've reached the end of the video. Hopefully you enjoyed that clip. If you want to support me and the podcast, just subscribe and share the show with your friends. The full episode is in the description, so if you haven't, go check that out. It's also available on Spotify and Apple Podcasts and wherever you listen to podcasts. And the goal is just to grow. So if you could share the show with your BMX homies, that'd be dope. Anybody that you know that is a BMX nerd and would enjoy this podcast, do me that favor, and we'll keep all these clips coming and one episode every week. So I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.